Hi, She Is family. Welcome to the month of September. Woo woo! All things are new. I love the beginning of new months because we get to meet new people. And today I'm super excited. Well, I'm always super excited. We get to meet with the founders of Brown Skin Brunchin. Now there are two ladies, but between scheduling conflicts, family, and the like. We have one of the founders here today, and I'm going to allow Melissa to introduce herself, but shouts out to Lillian, who's not with us today. And I'll even ask Melissa to give us a little information on Lillian, but take it away, Melissa, introducing Melissa.
Hi, so my name is Lisa Mason. I am one of the founders of Brown Skin Brunchin. Lillian Jackson is the other founder, and we are actually childhood best friends. So we've known each other over 30 plus years. I have, let's see, started this group with her. It's been an interesting challenge into adulthood. So we started the group. But overall, we're managing the group, managing multiple cities. I work in risk management, and Lillian is in HR. And she's been doing that for some time. Let's see, what else about me? Of course, always family. We both have kids. We understand the life. So, we're just everyday women.
Awesome. That's a great way of putting it. Just everyday women. And, just want to jump in because I want to ask you a few questions that are on the script. And then however we end up with being off the script is fine with me. So you said you and Lillian are childhood best friends. Like what age? Take us back.
Look, dating myself. Oh, Lord. We have been friends since the second grade.
Oh, awesome. Since the second grade. I asked that question for a reason because, people like us, old school people, we still have the friends that we had from grade school, middle school, high school. It's a completely different culture now. They no new friends thing, but that's an amazing thing to have a friend since the second grade.
It's been
wow.
crazy.
So you all literally grew up together.
Much. So like over time, there are things that happen, life kind of takes you apart, brings you back together, takes you apart, brings you back together. And yeah, we've been friends for a very, very long time. So what is that? 7? You're 7 in the second grade? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's awesome.
It's pushing like 35 years. Oh.
So let me ask you this because there's a long time span between 7 years old and now. What has been one of the things that has held your friendship together? What's been the glue? What's the song?
I think I don't know. I guess just accepting each other for who we are and always being there for one another. There was a period where I didn't see her for a long time, and then like randomly, like, where have you been? And I think it was like in a grocery store or something random, right? Like, where have you been? But it's like no time has ever passed. We've always had a connection where we can always just laugh, chill, talk, help each other through whatever's going on. Somehow we always end up going through some of the same things around the same time. So we've always been a support system for one another. So I think that's really what kind of keeps it together. We're 100% with each other all the time.
That is amazing. I do have a best friend that I've had for a very long time. She wasn't my childhood best friend, but we've been best friends for a long time. So that's amazing. Because like I said, nowadays, we have new ways of making friendships and, everybody's virtual online, in the DMs, on the phone. And of course, in the second grade, we didn't have all these other things. I mean, you were forced to have a real life friendship that included
go outside and play with them. You had to go outside and play.
That is so awesome. And sometimes that saddens me a little bit because our children won't know some of the things that were very near and dear to us. I was telling somebody when we were growing up, it's like we went outside and we just learned how to survive. We didn't have Lunchables and all that stuff. Right. So I grew up in Savannah. So we were like on a scavenger hunt. We would have to go outside literally all day. And so we would find pear trees. We would eat pears. We would find pecan trees. We would eat pecans and those little berries that probably we shouldn't have been eating. We were eating those. But we survived,
I was about to say, you survived. You're here.
it was fun. It was so fun.
Yeah, we
So
did the same thing. Like well, actually, we were inner city kids, so our scavenger hunt was a little bit different. We were outside community centers and such, but definitely, yeah, Richmond City, inner city children. Yeah. But like you said, in the summer times, like I would go and stay with my grandparents and my aunts and stuff, and it was just. That's South Carolina, and you're outside in 110.
Oh, you outside.
You outside. People say, "Oh, well, I'm outside." Oh no, you don't know what that means.
No, you don't know outside until you aren't allowed to come back in the house,
right?
For a prescribed amount of hours. There was no in and out. And now when I start thinking about Melissa, like, did we come inside to use the bathroom? Did we hold it all day? I don't.
Listen, I have thought about that not long ago, and I was like, I don't really know, because we were not. It's in or out, pick one. I'm like. Yeah. Well, I do want to go outside, but I got to come back in the house. So yeah, it's an interesting way to grow up. So our kids will definitely miss that. So they don't know how to fend for themselves.
Nope, it's in the refrigerator. It's in the microwave. I mean, it's in the pantry. They don't. Yeah, they don't know about that. They are not about that life.
No, no.
And so we're talking about making friends. Mm-hmm. Tell us about Brown Skin Brunchin and why it was founded, and what was on the heart of you and Lillian when y'all came up with this.
So basically, this all started. So we had friends and stuff like that. As we grew up, you make different relationships and things like that. What ended up happening is Lillian got a job opportunity, and my best friend moved away. Mm-hmm. So initially, it was like, I'm in Virginia. She went to Pennsylvania, 4-hour drive, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's not a huge difference. But the next opportunity actually took her all the way across the country. So that's when she moved to Nevada, moved to Las Vegas. And with her experience in Pennsylvania, I'm like, I can't come up here every week. Like, that is just not feasible. Like, we just can't travel the highway every weekend. You know what I mean? So she was like, well, with the experience she had there, it was a lot different. It was Pennsylvania. It's just, it wasn't one where she made a lot of connections while she was there. So when she moved to Vegas, she was like, I'm determined not to have that experience again. So we started talking about, how friendships come about and ways to kind of get out. And she started checking out some, just some local brunches, things like that. And it was cool, but it wasn't that, it wasn't like that natural thing. It still felt kind of scripted. It wasn't like, you just flow in and start having a conversation. It was still, you could tell it was like networky. So we started again, just having that conversation about adults and being adults and trying to make friends and how much more difficult it is the older you get. Like you said, it's not like going outside and playing with your friends when you're in elementary school. It's a whole different ball game because, you're used to certain people, you have certain ways, what you will and won't accept, things like that. So you kind of closed yourself off in a way as you've gotten older, not realizing the reason that you were able to make those connections when you were younger was because you were a lot more open. So we started talking about that and was just like, you know what, let's just try this group. Let's try a group. Let's do like brunches or something and kind of go there. When we posted that first event, we were like, what is happening? Like, it's sold out so fast. We started in Richmond because I saw her going, I was like, well, where are you meeting these people? Like, what are you doing? What's happening? So, let me go out and meet some new people too. And, of course I did have friends, but just let me try to meet some new people too, because it's hard. We posted that first event. Richmond sold out in no time, to the point where we actually had to call the restaurant to add extra spaces. And then we did Richmond and then we did LA. And once we posted those events, people just started reaching out of nowhere. Like, this is cool. What are you doing? We need something like that here. How are you, how is this going about? How are you going about making these new connections and stuff like that? And we realized it wasn't just us with this problem. It was the community as a whole. It was so difficult for people to make friends as adults. We did not realize that, beyond ourselves, that was a whole thing. And it turned out to be a whole issue. And like, we had so many people just reaching out. Can you come here? Can you, can you tell me what to do? Can you do this? Can you do that? And we were like, okay, we might be onto something. So let's figure this thing out. And we just started adding, additional cities, kind of like testing things out here and there. And the more and more we posted, the more requests we got. It was And to this day, still, we're in over 70 cities now, and people are still sending requests like, can you please come here? Can you please come here? Can you please come here? And we were just like, just mind completely blown at
That's so amazing. So my question is, what was the original, like when y'all were sitting down, what did you imagine this to be? I'm not sure if it was what has come about, but what did you imagine Brown Skin Brunchin to be when y'all sat down and said, let's have a brunch?
Well, it was kind of for selfish reasons in the beginning. So we definitely did not expect this response at all. We just kind of, thought it would be something local, a way for us to kind of get out in our local communities and kind of meet new people. And when it kind of just like turned on its head, it was just,
it did.
It was absolutely crazy. And it's like, well, this is actually kind of cool and probably what we should be going for anyway, because you never know who you're going to meet. Like, why keep it just, to yourself? Mm-hmm. Why keep it just to your local area? There are, people all around the world that you may never cross paths with if we don't expand. So we listened to what people asked for and we expanded and we kind of grew into what it is today. And people are not only making connections just in their local areas, they're connecting with people across the country. We have an app so people can join whatever groups that they want to join. And they're having conversations with people they never even knew. People are traveling literally to go to brunches in other cities. And it's so awesome.
That is so awesome. I found out about the brunch. I was invited by someone, Judge Rosie. Mm-hmm. I was invited by Judge Rosie, and I've been coming ever since. I was like, I never even heard of these people, Judge Rosie. So that was one of the reasons I wanted to, for us to sit down and talk, so that people that haven't heard of Brown Skin Brunchin, and so that you can connect with somebody in your city. And like you said, you have the app. So tell us about how they can get the app, Melissa.
So the app is available in the Apple Store as well as the Google Play Store. Just look for Brown Skin Brunchin. It pops right up. Download the app. And then once you create just like a simple profile, your typical name and everything, you'll see the option to join groups. And you can join as few or as many groups as you like. So whatever you're interested in, if you live in Richmond, but you travel to like New York or LA a lot, you can join those groups and you'll get notifications about those events. So it's a fairly simple process. You can also join as a member on our website too. And that also gives you, sign ups to the emails. You'll get information about events as they're posted.
And we have a chapter now in my hometown in Savannah, Georgia. I plan to definitely visit them, and go to one of those brunches. But I think the thing I love most about the brunches is the sisterhood, and the fact that there really is no agenda other than brunch.
Exactly. And that's how we wanted to keep it. Like, we did not want it to be a structured network. Hello, my name is. We wanted people to come as they are, come where they are, and just kind of, when you have some good food, it's culturally, food is just, that's a room for conversation right there. But, you have a few mimosas, a few bellinis, maybe a mug two. People loosen up and they kind of start to come outside of themselves. And it's just organic conversations. There's just no set topic, no set agenda. We want to keep it that way because that's where people feel most comfortable. Some people are kind of introverted, so they kind of watch a little bit before they kind of jump out there. And but they still find their opportunity to do so. You know what I mean? And then of course you have your extroverts that are just like going to talk no matter what. Us. Right. But either way, there's some way or some point during that brunch where something will click, and it's just like you start to make connections with, even if it's just jumping in on a conversation, and by the time you leave, you feel like you've known the people that you've been sitting at this table with for 2 hours. You feel like you've known them your whole lives.
And that's so true. I met some new people at the last brunch. We keep getting new people and just having conversations that I otherwise would not have had if I had not sat next to that person or been in that room. And that's kind of goes back to what we were saying, making new friends. Like, I know sometimes it's uncomfortable to try to forge a conversation. So, you have somebody that's kind of talking beside you, and you kind of like lean in a little bit and go, you can contribute to that conversation. So you don't have to like come up with something, and it's not, completely forced. So I think that's one of the things I love about it.
For sure. For sure. We, like I said, we just want to keep it organic. We want to keep it open. We want people to feel comfortable no matter where they jump in or how they come. Just know that you're welcomed no matter how you show up.
And how is this, I guess, amplified your friendship with Lillian? I mean, what have y'all gleaned out of this thing that y'all have created that, is way bigger than, the both of you at this point? It's like,
right.
like out of control.
Right. Oh my gosh. So we've gotten to, I mean, just expand our friendship even further, like, just looking inside of ourselves and just kind of having that conversation and really talking about what impact this is having on other people. We also get to see each other in different lights when it comes to like running a business and managing teams, groups and all of that stuff. And, dividing and conquering certain things to make sure we reach as many people as we can with this platform. So it's definitely made our relationship stronger. I mean, like I said, 30 plus years, it's just like, we're here at this we're not going anywhere. But we've learned a lot about each other and just learned a lot about the community as a whole. As you know, Brown Skin Brunchin is geared towards, communities, women of color. So just taking that time and learning about what people really need, because historically, we've been categorized as not able to get along and, historically just been pulled apart, not taught to build each other. It's just taught to kind of tear each other down. And the fact that we're like crushing that perspective brunch by brunch is just, we sit back and we're like, oh my God, it's crazy. It's crazy to see. I'm also very proud of what it's doing.
Yeah. I love the intentionality, even the name that you all chose for the brunch. Just that fact that we, are highlighting women of color. And I love that for us. A place, something, not that any group is excluded, but something that's uniquely crafted for brown and Black women.
We definitely want to get those. We just want to kill that stereotype. It's just not, that's not who we are. That's not what we're about. Like we will tell you quickly with our groups, there's no drama. We are here to have a good time. We are here to build with one another. We are here to connect with one another. And if you want to come with like negative energy, that's not something we can deal with. It's always going to be positive vibes, uplifting one another, and just being there to support each other to a point where, you can travel with someone that you just met and feel comfortable, like different things like that. Small trips here and there, and just, you're not afraid or not at odds with someone that you're going to share a space with. So we always want that environment to feel welcoming and build each other up. That's really what it's about. Just here to support each other.
That's great. Well, I got a couple more questions. What do you value most about friendship?
I think the love and loyalty that's involved when someone is truly your friend. Like I said, we've been through, Lillian and I, we've been through a lot of things together. And to know that you have this person in your corner, no matter what, just that love and loyalty, even if you're like screwing up completely and your friend is like, look, you messed up, but I'm going to be here to support you because I love you. That's kind of what I value the most when it comes to really making friendships and connections with people. Like that genuine love and care and wanting to see someone just be better overall. That's everything. That's everything when it comes to making to just a friendship as a whole.
Yeah. If I had to describe friendship metaphorically, it would be the feeling that you get when you get home and you take that bra off.
Yes. Like, woo, girl.
Right. Just the complete freedom, the complete relaxation of the thing to, oh my God, I can finally just be.
Yeah.
And also of being able to take off your wig and somebody not look at you or judge you because of what's under that thing, because sometimes it gets scary out here in these streets. But just and if your friendship doesn't feel like either of those or what you describe, I mean, I think it's worth a serious evaluation.
And I think that's what this kind of forces people to do, because one of the reasons, like what I was saying earlier, people are comfortable. They're kind of set in their ways. So whether or not a relationship is healthy for you or not, you're used to this person. You're used to the dynamic with this particular person.
Yes.
And not until you step outside of that and you see what's really out there and like what you truly want in a friendship, or, you know, just anything, like just a connection with someone, you realize like, oh, so I really don't have to deal with this. I really don't have to put up with this negative energy, or maybe realizing that, you know what, maybe I've outgrown this friendship, you know, just I kind of need to move on. People are at different stages in their lives. And whether this, what is it, you know, people come for a reason, season, or a lifetime. You just never really know who. And if you don't step outside of that comfort zone to figure that out, you're kind of stuck being miserable. Who wants to be miserable with a friend? Like no one.
Right.
Rings you like, oh my gosh, she called him again. You want to be like, what's up, girl? You know, you kind of just want to have that vibe with someone. So it's definitely worth stepping outside of your comfort zone and just trying something new and meeting new people, because you just never really know what's out there, what's going to feed your soul, what's going to, you know, amplify your spirit, what's going to get you your next job opportunity. We've had people get jobs because of this group, and you know, you just never know what's going to happen. So we always tell people to kind of don't be afraid, don't stick to what you're used to just because it's uncomfortably comfortable. Yeah, it's familiar. Yeah, so try something different. You never know what's going to happen.
So share with us one of your favorite childhood memories with you and your BFF.
Oh, good God.
The good part, the good ones.
Well, they're all good. I mean, we're like, if you want to go back like to elementary,
a ratchet one, I don't care.
We're not gonna be ratchet. She's gonna kill me. So
that's the advantage of her not being here. Ooh,
right. Right. When we were younger, she invited me over to, like, you know, for her birthday. She was having a birthday party. Unbeknownst to me, no one else knew about this birthday party but her, not even her parents. And so I showed up and they're like, hey.
It was a real surprise party, huh?
Right. She's basically like, so I'm having a birthday party. So, and this is my friend, and we're just hanging out tonight. So that was, oh my God, we were in elementary school when that happened. Oh my gosh. And then I think one of the, as adults, I think one of the greatest things that kind of happened for us. So our daughters are actually the same age. And we had not seen each other for a while and reconnected again, just over some time, and realized they were the same age, and they ended up becoming like really close friends. So that was kind of cool to see, like, this is kind of what we looked like back then. It was like a reflection of what we were.
That's dope.
It is. It was so cool to see. We were like, how was that? You know what I mean? Like, we were childhood best friends, and now our kids are friends, and just to kind of see that relationship grow. And they were about the same age when they came together as well. So it was like the cute. I was like, oh, is this what we look like? Right. You know,
that's so sweet. Y'all should get some pictures together.
Oh my gosh. We definitely have some pictures around here somewhere, but they're all, they're all grown and in school and on separate sides of the country now. So trying to get kids in one room at the same time, it's like, all right, whatever. I'm not going to even
tell me about it. So give us, my last question is regarding friendships and moving forward, even as adults, and finding a way to figure all of this out. Give us just your last words or bit of advice on navigating friendships. Even during this, you can legit say we're still dealing with the pandemic.
Oh, it's still here.
Right.
So one, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to step out and meet some new people, because we get messages all the time like, well, I'm coming by myself. I'm like, that's the point. That's the point. Just come. Don't worry about it. I don't know anybody there. I'm like, it's all right. You're fine. My other tip would be evaluate your current friendships and see if it's something that's helping you grow or keeping you stagnant. And if it's not helping you grow, then that may be something you might want to, like you said, you might want to reevaluate. Find someone who's going to support you, who's going to be there for you no matter what. Somebody that you can be 100% with. Like you can take that wig off, you can roll up in there with a bonnet and some sweatpants and a bottle of wine. Like, listen, this is the day I've had. Yeah. Let's pop this bottle and, just kind of like hash it out. So just find those friendships that are going to build you up, make you feel good. And it's the same thing, vice versa. Don't make it a one-way street, reciprocate. So yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Melissa. This has been a really healthy conversation on friendships and connecting, something that we all need, not just friendships, but all the relationships in our life. I think we owe each other that. To evaluate it, we owe each other that, to update one another, because the lady you met, the Lillian you met in second grade, is not the Lillian that you deal with now. So I'm excited about the friendship. I'm excited about Brown Skin Brunchin and the future of where it's going. I appreciate Brown Skin Brunchin because I've made some new friends and created some new relationships. So I'm very excited about that. So I thank you all for creating something for brown and Black women to enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for thinking about us and, featuring
absolutely.
Talk to us. So we definitely appreciate that.
Yes. All right. Y'all can go and download the app on the Play Store. Or Google, the Google Play Store or your Apple Play Store, and follow them. Find a chapter in your city or close by, and don't go alone. Take somebody. And if you go alone, don't leave alone. Leave with a phone number, leave with a contact, leave with a new friend. So thank you so much, Lillian. I know your schedule's been busy, but I appreciate you taking a few minutes to sit and talk with me.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Lillian and I thank you very much. And we can be followed on Instagram at Brown Skin Brunchin, Facebook, Brown Skin Brunchin, TikTok, Brown Skin Brunchin, and of course, our website, brownskinbrunchin.com.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem. You have a good night.
All right. Talk soon.